Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not sure how many people are going to be on today. Oh, wait, sorry, I just adjust the camera. Good morning. Just waiting for my thing to come up. I just have to watch the adverts and I know people can see. Anyway, this is my sketchbook painting for this morning. This is the book I'm using, and this is what I've done so far. I just flip through this. Let me skip the ads on here. You can see much more than I can see in my camera, which is weird. There's one view through my camera and one view through the YouTubes. Anyway, yeah. So you can see my microphone. I have moved it down a bit. It's a bit annoying, but it's okay. It's a very wet. If you hear a weird noise, it's the rain outside. I'm right by the window, so you can hear the rain. It's like pouring down with rain. And this morning I'm going to paint some teasels. Hi Pauline. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not sure if there's going to be many people on today. They're probably all watching the news about the Queen and everything. Hi Shirley. So I'm having a distraction from all that. I'm going to paint. I'm just flipping through what I've done. This is what I did on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm making this into a pattern. I'm sort of halfway through doing it, between everything. Yeah, so this morning I'm going to paint some teasels. I love teasels. I've got loads in my garden. I was going to go out and pick some or cut some because they're like thick and spiky. So it's pouring down with rain and I didn't fancy getting wet this morning. It's like pouring down. It's been like it for a few days actually, like really heavy rain after all that rain we didn't have in the summer, which is quite nice really. Anyway, so I'm going to paint teasels. I might give them a background, I'm not sure yet. Usually when I paint teasels with a background I'll mask out the teasel first, but this is just in my sketchbook, so let's see what happens. And I've got weird colours in this palette, I'm not sure what. I'm going to do sort of browny orange. Yeah, because they've all turned brown now because they start off that lovely bright green. And then they have flowers. The thing I love about teasels is the way the leaves connect to the stem and it creates a pool of water, and the insects drown in the pool of water that's collected, and the plant absorbs all the nutrients from the dead animals that have fallen in the pool of water. So it's a carnivorous plant, really. Anyhow, morning Lisa. Morning, how are you? Is it rainy down in Sussex? It's pouring up here. You've had some fantastic thunderstorms as well, and you have down there as well. I need for this. I'm going to need a skewer. I cannot find one. Here behind me. What I like using this skewer for is to do like drag the paint and scratch into the paint to make the prickly things. The prickly things as you go. And I will be using Dusk Violet on this, which is a really dusky dark colour to make the shadows. It's my new favourite shadow colour. I'm going to have to buy a tube. Yeah, we had one, was it yesterday? A storm, but it sort of blew past because I'm sort of high up. I think it got stuck down in the valley bit and went round us, but it was cool. The lightning was cool. Yeah, my stepdad's right on the seafront, and they said it was cool. He's been watching it. I can add a little bit of salt to this just to see if I can get a bit of texture. And I'm going to use this to scratch the thorns. I catch it just right. If you scratch it, it will make it white, and if you scratch it other places, it makes it dark. To catch it at the right thing. Add some darker bits to here. There's not many people on this morning. I knew there wouldn't be, probably because of everything. Yeah. Let's do some more prominent thorns. They're really spiny, and then when they dry, they seem to get even spinier. There's one. You can hear the rain. Everywhere's like flooded. It's to be a quiet one today. I was like, should I do a live? Shouldn't I do a live? And I thought, no, life still has to go on, doesn't it? And you can catch this on, people can watch this on catch up as well, so it's okay. It'll be up. A bit. This is bleach in here, if anyone. Yeah, I've got to. The other day I was watching the even the bluebirds love to go on it as the bluebirds, blue tits, bluebirds. They sort of hang on to the tops of them. It's nice to watch, and they love eating the seeds. I've got so many in my garden, and they're a bit spoilt for choice. I was trying to make a. I haven't quite got a forest of them. I wanted a teasel forest. It's almost. Sorry, you've got my hair in that. I got wet this morning and it wasn't going to get wet again, so let's go out and see to the guinea pig. I think my guinea pig's a bit sad and lonely out there at the minute because we haven't been out there much and we didn't talk to her. I'm going to bring her in. It's been like too wet to put her out on the grass and things like that, but it's a he, not a she. I think it's she. So she hears me. He hears me open the back door. He's like squeaking. Come and talk to me. I can't stand here for too long. I gave him some greens and things, and he has like a cardboard box he likes to sit in, but he'd choose it, or eats it, I don't know what he does it, but it'd all collapse, so he hadn't got it, he was sitting on top of it. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to find you a new box now. Find him a new one. I'm going to put him in his indoor cage. I miss talking to him in the morning. He usually sits in my studio. Hi Manuela. Hello. It's a quiet one here this morning. I'm not much of a royalist, but I like the Queen, and the Queen Mum especially. She just reminded me of my nan. I'm not really. I'm sad. I'm sad about it's sad, but she's lived a good age. Same age as my nan actually, when she died. My grandma, my nan, she used to dress exactly like the Queen Mother, like with coats and hats that matched and gloves, things like that. Hi Janelle. So I'm just going to paint over onto this side. They look quite nice in that colour. That's the sort of colour they are. I can see some from my window in a minute actually. Sort of copying the ones I can see, the shapes they are. Oh yeah, teasels are easy to grow, Shirley. Once you've got them, you can't get rid of them. I have to pull them up places and things. The best way to grow them is just to let them self-seed. But if you try and pull up where they grow and replant them, they don't do very well. They're sort of a biannual as well. So one year they're just leaves flat on the ground, spiky leaves, and then the next year they're flower. I've never had easy time like sowing them and then growing them. You just have to sort of let them do what they want to do. Which is, I don't know how I got started growing them. I think I just let them grow. I think they're just seeded naturally in my garden, like everything else, quite wild, and then I've let them grow where they need to grow, and pulled them up where I don't want them. Otherwise, I would have like a massive teasel forest. But that's what I mean. I did plant load all together. I like moved them, transplanted them from one area to another to try and encourage my teasel forest. It didn't quite work. They don't like being moved. They have really long like roots, like tap roots. But they're fascinating plants. I love all thistle plants. They're my favourites. I just love them. I've lost my skewery thing. Like the way they grow their prickles and things, and how they protect themselves. But the birds like them, like the seeds. Yeah, I find that as well. Lisa, foxgloves are better. If you just let things seed. I think quite a lot of plants are better just left. It's like poppies are as well. If you try and like put poppies in a certain place, they grow up other places that you don't really want them to, but they thrive in the places that you didn't put them, and where you did put them, they'd be like, oh, do I have to grow here? It's best to leave it like nature. Yeah, and aquilegia. And fennel. Oh, I don't know what this was. This was going to be another thing, but yeah, let's just do this one like in the background. I'm just going to do it shady. Where's my... lost it, there it is. I enjoyed painting my mushrooms yesterday, and I was like looking at what I'd done and thinking, yeah, since a couple of years ago, the other one I showed you, I suppose I'm going to have to look for some teasels as well that I've painted. It's like I look back and I thought what I did like a few years back was good, and then I look back and I think, oh no, that's not very good now compared to what I can do now. So I didn't used to paint every day, but now I do. I'm just going to do one down here, and I think that's like the composite. I'm not going to do a background because I've decided I'm going to make a pattern out of this because they've turned out quite nice. Got lots of scanning to do. I scan my sketchbook in and then make patterns from what I've done, like fabric patterns. That's what it does. haven't done any like leaves. They do have like, if they join, they have like joining leaves. So joining leaves. If there's another stem coming off, like over here, they have leaves that come off the stem. There we go. Does that make sense? I was like listening to one of my videos, like checking the sound, which was fine because someone said they couldn't hear. But I think you can adjust the sound actually on the video, and I think some people have it turned down. I know I've got a quiet voice, but I'm not that quiet, and it's why my microphone's just here, like this fluffy thing you can see. And I was like looking back and I had the subtitles on as well, and it was really funny because it doesn't catch all my words, and then it makes up the words that I think I've said, and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. But I could, if I was like really diligent, go through the whole videos and correct the wrong words, but that would take me hours. So I apologise to anybody who reads the captions that sometimes it doesn't make sense. It's just weird, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've done. I don't want to add too much to this. I said I was going to do the background button. I'm not. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't know why I bothered putting salt on this paper because it doesn't work. It did work a titty bit. I'm going to like make it drip everywhere. I did work a titty bit on these here, on the red paint. It likes that red paint and that purple, but it hasn't worked on this colour. I think it's just dried a bit too quickly. It's quite warm in here today. It is indeed, Lisa. I thought, well, anyone with a bit of sense can sort of understand what I'm trying to say. I can't talk at the best of times anyway, so. I was going to sort of maybe add a bit of purpley shadow. I don't know if it needs it though. I think I'm going to leave it because if I fanny around with it much more, it's going to spoil it, and I quite like the way it's just there, like just like that. It's my Tommy Cooper impression. Anyway, this was a short one this morning, and a quiet one because people aren't here because I don't know. Yeah, well, probably because it's a sad day. Sad day for England, for the world, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, onwards and upwards is the way, isn't it? And I will see you. Oh, actually, I've got news. I might be here Monday. I might not, because I'm planning to go down to Sussex way next week sometime. So it depends what time I leave on Monday, probably. Anyway, but I will be here next week because I'll do it from Sussex if I take my stuff with me. I should do anyway. All I need is my phone and my pad and my paper. Hi H Welch from Canada, good morning. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I cheered you up. I was like two minds of whether to do it or not, and whether it was a bit disrespectful, but I don't think so. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on Monday probably. And yeah, I should have a vlog up later today, so watch out for that. It's a vlog from April. That's when I stopped doing them, but I still carried on filming bits, so there's like the whole month of April in a little vlog thing. Most of it's photographs, I think, maybe, possibly, because I'm trying to get back up to doing a vlog a month each month. So yeah, anyway, take care everybody, and I will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.